Get up, KCP. What you doing?
What's going on?
I said get up, KCP! What are you doing? I know you ain't tired, you had 1 point, so get up!
Yo, welcome back to another Speak in My Mind. Okay, yes, I know I just changed the name of this series like 2 episodes ago, but honestly, we veered way off track from what this series was originally supposed to be. I started off explaining why Thanos was the best villain and why Captain America was not solid, and then we went into anime, and honestly, it was all over from there. Anyway, we're getting back to our roots today, not just discussing my takes on topics, but back to the MCU. And while we won't entirely be discussing the events that take place within like the cinematic universe, we'll be discussing those on the outside looking in. By this, I mean the haters, and why they are the most insufferable, annoying, snobby, Let me save my anger for later in the video. I think I'm gonna take my time expressing my grievances with these individuals, so get your popcorn, let's go. So as we all know, unless of course you've been living under a rock, Ms. Marvel just dropped a few weeks ago on Disney+. I ain't gonna spoil it or nothing, but it is a part of the MCU. Anyway, it's gotten mixed reviews so far, so unlike a lot of people in our society today, I took the opportunity to watch the episodes that have been released so far. And honestly, it's not even that bad. Like, I don't think it's better than Moon Knight or Loki, but it's definitely good. I don't know how many episodes are left, but I think the show has some potential, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, a new episode dropped like a day later and ended up trending on Twitter, and I seen a lot of the tweets about the show. Like, it was just a bottomless pit of hate, man. Then a few days later, I found myself scrolling on Twitter out of boredom again when I came across this tweet right here that was critical of a camera shot in the show. As y'all see here, this person is just appreciating the camera shot, and you know, the quote is just like,
MCU fans are such simple sensible guys, they like normal camera shots.
And I ain't gonna lie, this shit stuck with me for some reason, cause bruh used MCU fans like it was a slur. Dude literally used that phrase to express his supposed superiority over a specific group of people. So then I decided to do some more digging, and this ain't even like a one tweet kind of thing. This is like an endless amount of people who think like this. And my question is, why? Hey man, what's up? I mean, nothing much, man. I'm just trying to come up with some shit to say for this video, bro. Oh, what's it about? I mean, it's not really nothing crazy. I'm just trying to point out, like, the main reasons people be hating on the MCU, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Hear me out. What if you gave, like, the most outlandish reasons, but did not elaborate on them at all? You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. What should I say? Honestly, bro, who cares? You get, like, 1,000 views a video anyway. Nobody's gonna see this. Bet. So after some extensive research, I have finally narrowed it down to 3 core reasons: racism, jealousy, and rap. See y'all next video, man. Peace out. Okay, so the racism part is more geared toward Ms. Marvel, so I guess this video can also serve as kind of a review. Spoiler free, of course. When you live in a society where people who don't look like you are always at the forefront or on the big screen, it's extremely refreshing to finally get to see someone who does in that space. However, bigotry can cause certain people to do shit like this or review bomb a show or movie because they come across a show that doesn't have them at the forefront for once. And this is tough because when you have these type of situations that include non-white male leads, the stance that these imbeciles take over and over, as we see in this situation, is, oh my god, I can't identify with this character or show, so it must be bad and lousy and it's super woke because the company that produced and streams the show is promoting said show. Blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. And as far as the people who complain about the show like being too much of a Disney show or being boring and shit like that, bruh, y'all let Endgame and Infinity War go to y'all heads, bruh. What I mean by that is, like, if everything Marvel put out ain't that level, it's automatically trash. But y'all have to remember, we are trying to build a universe, and to do that, you have to have stuff like this. Origin stories. Every single movie can't be a world-threatening event. We literally just got out of one saga that took 11 years to reach its climax. Secret Wars, which is where I think we're headed, is like a 3 times as complex story to tell. It's so many characters involved that either haven't been introduced or still have to be developed before we can reach that high again, which is what we're seeing happening right now, you know what I'm saying? And if you think Secret Wars is dropping within like the next 5 years, you are a certified dumbass. We ain't seeing that for at least another 10, 12 years, bro. I had to have the exact exact same conversation with people when Eternals dropped, and I said I liked it. Like, first of all, the cinematography is S tier as well as the music, but the MCU is going deeper into the discovery and exploration of its universe, so we're gonna need answers as to how all this came to be in the first place, and that's what that was. Although, I must say, after Cersei dealt with that giant-ass Celestial, did he just kind of like stay this way or like go back to what he was? Also, Sprite lame as fuck for switching on the gang like that, and Icarus is a rat.
You know, I'm mad at everything, man. You know, brother got a nice car, man. Why you got a car, man? I only got one car. Why you got 3 cars?
You know, man, I be seeing shit online all the time talking about, oh, MCU fans this, MCU fans that. And yeah, I never see the MCU fans doing this or that. And you know, to me, that's where the jealousy comes into play, because is that not a form of gaslighting? Trying to say something to spark a response from people to justify the hate? Like, bro, it's not our fault your favorite franchise don't know what the fuck they doing. It's not our fault your favorite franchise fan base forces the writers to abandon a character with good potential because you mad he's not white. It's not our fault your favorite franchise little cinematic universe is not as big as the MCU. Now don't get me wrong, bro, it's MCU fans that have some horrible ass takes, as well as some people who have some valid criticisms of the universe, but it's just overshadowed by the amount of baseless hate it gets.
Bitch, I'm gorilla the spinner, or orangutan banging.
Now I know y'all want to see why I said rap, but before we get into that, I'm telling you right now, if you just listen and hear what I'm saying, it's gonna make perfect sense. So if you're on social media a decent amount, you know that there's a subsection of Twitter known as hip hop Twitter, and it's kind of the same thing on TikTok called Rap Talk. And if you're familiar or not, they sort of put rap into like 2 main categories, that being rap and trap. And for those who don't know what trap music is, that's your Playboy Cardis, your Lil Uzis, basically like 70-75% of rap. Now I don't really have a problem with the subcategorization of rap, because it's kind of pointless to compare a Freddie Gibbs to a Young Thug or a Gunna or something like that. But the problem I have with it is very similar to how I have a problem with the people who hate on the MCU, because just like trap, the MCU is seen as the mainstream piece of work in its field. Naturally, you have the people who enjoy them like myself, but of course there are those who hate on, criticize, don't watch, don't listen to it because they don't subscribe to the mainstream. These people develop a sort of superiority complex to the point where they don't even view trap, or the MCU in this case, as real music or real film, which again is very similar to the way I think people on hip hop Twitter and Rap Talk view trap music. To me, at least, I think they view it as like attention span music, like 2 minutes, catchy lyrics, a good beat, but it's no real substance, so therefore it can't be real rap. Which, if you actually listen to trap music like I do, you would know that that's not true at all. Moral of the story here, bruh, is the MCU is going nowhere. It's here to stay, okay? Don't hate on something just because it's popular. Your favorite universe can't compete. We only getting bigger from here, you know what I'm saying? So if you hate this shit, that's fine, but shit, you missing out. Oh yeah, and watch Miss Marvel or you're racist.